Shall we go back in memory for a few moments? We could call it time traveling into the past. We could say memory lane. Whatever we do in the past that we bring into this moment, we're going to take it into the future if we're not careful. And a lot of times, things that haunt us is past memories. And in a full session, we may even say hello to those memories and then close the door during that time period so they can no longer come into present time and into our future. Few things hypnotically and NLP is quite simple and easy. But for right now, just humor me. Let's just play along. So right now, it makes sense that your body is relatively relaxed. I'm in a safe room, a safe moment, a safe environment. You may also be in a very safe moment, room, and environment. Once we realize this, our body can start to level down. We can start relaxing more in the nervous system, the body, and then the mind can somewhat settle down also because it's not having to look for danger. Isn't that fascinating? So, real softly, let's go back into a memory, go into the past, where there is something that continues to bother you that may have actually happened, but is not in alignment or really alive right now between you and I. And I remember now that my mom never really liked me. So she was pretty hard on me, and I never really felt that smart. And you may have a thought of this or even something in a different area, but you'll notice that when we bring these moments up, that we start to kind of reduce down, the chest might even get a little heavier. And those moments, I'm going to say to that little Diane, and if you don't mind, I'd like to say to the little you that is coming into this moment with us, to the little ones, I'm sorry that you went through that. And that was a time period in our life that could have been a week or a year or so, but it was a childhood incident. It's childhood memories. And I would, and possibly you, like to keep these memories way back behind us in the past so that they don't come into today's information. Because my story of what I was bringing up was not true. My 3-year-old was as smart as I was supposed to be. My 5-year-old was smart as a button. And so was yours. And that every child is bright and brilliant and amazing and fully at 100%. My 2-year-old was enough. My 5-year-old, my 8-year-old was enough. And so was yours. So when you're thinking about your little one that's coming up, that little one is 100% enough. We could go to a kindergarten class and every little one is exactly how they're supposed to be and completely 100% enough. We may have been labeled improperly, and that label may have come along our path with us. And if it was a label, we're going to take off the label, take off the name tag that says that, and we're going to keep it in the past where it actually happened, maybe even originated. And now I'm going to remember my body's age, so will you. And I'm going to realize that in my whole life up until this moment that we are sharing together, I've been enough. I've had some moments that were like you, beyond brilliant. And I've had some moments where, I wouldn't tell too many people. But isn't that living? Isn't that life? Isn't that what we want to maneuver through for growth, for wisdom, for understanding? Yeah. So take a deep breath. And how does it feel to realize that you're not that? You never were really that. And that when we take it into our past, take it all the way back into our timeline, that it doesn't really even feel right or that it's even comfortable anymore. So now the most beautiful part of this moment, the best part of what I do is what kind of badge, what kind of label do we want to give ourselves? That I'm brilliant, that I am amazing. I'll still have some whoops moments, kind of like Home Depot, they have the whoops paint. But I, in truth, just like you, some moments are beyond brilliant. Some of them are fun, entertaining. Some of them are going to be stress induced to get us to open up, to go into a higher level. I'll accept that. But now that I'm thinking as I'm creating my future self, that I'm just going to be enough as I go further now. And might as well take another deep breath. How does it feel in the body to think for myself, I'm always going to be enough for myself, for my future self, for life. I am enough. And we can even double down on this. I am important. I am valuable in this moment, in this lifetime. And all of this is true. And when I start to feel that I have value, I'm going to possibly walk a little different, show up a little more. So do you see how we just for a moment cleaned up a few things, but didn't take a long time there. But now in this moment of being enough, of course, being in moments where brilliance just finds us, I'm kind of excited about the next hour and even tomorrow. What about you? Do you think now that you have upgraded yourself enough, gotten curious, expanded consciousness, found truth, that you and I are pretty brilliant, amazing, worthy, and something for you to think about? So please subscribe, comment. I would love comments. Like, of course. I'm doing these so that you can kind of walk alongside of me for a moment to kind of get this new thought, this new idea circulating. And when you're ready to deep dive into an amazing session, just imagine when it is in fullness, you and I, how much more we can remember. Because we are both here to expand our own consciousness, to love this thing called life, and then to be able to serve others. So I am deeply thankful for you to have watched this.